Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another CRN rebroadcast here. Give me one quick second. So I'm going to bring this on up here. Give me one quick break. Alright, not sure what is going on with the SDK, but nonetheless, we are back here with the racing. As looking now, everybody's still side by side. A couple of people going single file, trying to find whatever way they can around this racetrack. It is a little bit bumpy, especially at Nashville Fairgrounds. And up here you see Wally Babb sitting P number 6. See if he just can't get up there. Shane Ledoux gets a little bit loose, going to be able to save it there down to the inside. Everybody's going to be able to get around him, not get in the back of that number 91 as the 6 gets into the wall on the outside. But up front it is Jeff Radke with Corey Stahl over his back bumper. But still trying to do a little bit of escape the goat here as he's going to take it out at turn number 3 and 4 and able to keep it all straight. Want to thank everybody for coming on out here to CRN, watching as these drivers take another lap on around here. 135 laps on a tap for Shane's Super Late Model Showdown. Jeff Radke, P number 1, Corey Stahl in second, and a new racer here in the Sslms, John Fowler in that number 23 machine. Those three have been able to pull away as everybody is still trying to find their way back up to the front. So far, everybody's still kind of single file all the way in and through. No big battles all the way through this track. I'm going to go ahead and go back here to this number 91 of Shane Ledoux. He's trying to get around. It looks like the number 84 going to be down to the inside. Going to get a little bit loose. Going to have to try to back up that run yet again, as they are still single file all the way through this track. We'll go ahead and look into turn number 1 and 2. As you see there, Jeff Radke, your race leader. Exited turn number 2 and on to the backstretch. You see all these drivers single file all the way through the field. Nobody trying to get any type of battling going on. As we have a battle, it looks like Dalton McKinney down to the inside of the 99. He's going to take that spot away, move him up to P number 6. Wally Babb's going to settle on down to P number 7, as they are 13 laps in out of 135. Want to thank all 495 subscribers that have shown up to CRN as we venture up to our next goal. That's going to be 500 subscribers. As a little over a year, we've been able to get that number. Can't wait to see what CRN has to offer throughout the years to come. Thought I had the live timing figured out for everybody there as we have a wreck on the backstretch. Yellow flag is out. I'm going to go ahead and look and see what happened to Mr. Shane Ledoux. Go ahead and slow it down here. See what happens to the number 91 Sunoco machine. Get another good glimpse of it here with the zoomed in camera. Going to hit that apron. It just offsets the car there. You see him already trying to wheel it all the way back on around. Knows that he won't be able to save it. Just locks it on down, spins it. Hopefully he doesn't get into the wall. Oh, he does. Hard impact to that right side of that number 91 machine. He's going to be able to get it back going again. Nonetheless, under caution here for the first time at Nashville Fairgrounds. Under caution here for the first time. Looking on board with that number 46 machine as he was able to get all the way up to P number 3. John Fowler is your race leader. Newcomer to the series. Seems like a lot of these gentlemen have pit to get some fresh tires and some Sunoco race fuel. Want to thank everybody out there that has subscribed to CRN. Want to thank Jeffrey Vickery for allowing me to come out here, showcase their league on CRN. More news to come with Jeffrey Vickery, so you don't want to miss that. But looks like the 23 is going to have the loud button or the loud pedal first as he's got AJ Connors on his outside. Does he get a good jump all the way to the green flag? We're back to racing. The 24 gets a great jump, and I believe the 24 was the race leader at the time of coming out of pit lane. AJ Connors leading his first lap here of the super late model showdown as Johnny Williams has wrecked yet again, or not yet again, but Johnny Williams has went around. We're going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay. Looking here, looks like the number 7 of Johnny Williams up on the outside. Looks like he's going to get around the 84. Oh, maybe not. Going to get loose coming out of the corner. You can see it there. Oh, the 3 in the wall on the outside. Going to tag the 84 right in front of Jeff Radke as he's going to be able to narrowly slip by. Same with Shane Ledoux. He gets a little bit of a tag there, but Johnny Williams going to bring it back down and get that number 7 machine worked on. So far, 23 laps out of 135. Looking at it now, it is AJ Connors, John Fowler, Chris Luttrell is your top 3. Dalton McKinney in P number 4, Sean Harrell in 5th, Wally Babb in 6th, Corey Stahl in 7th, Jeff Vickery, and then number 21, Honeycomb Machine in 8th. Michael Gitchell in 9th. Zach Bates is going to round out your top 10. Jeff Radke is going to be P number 11. Jason Kratke will be P number 12. Sean Long in 13th. Shane Ledoux in 14th. Johnny Williams in 15th. Dave Curton is going to round out your field in P number 16. Still a lot of racing here to go for the Shane Super Late Model Series, or Showdown. 25 laps down out of 135 as these gentlemen still trying to find their bearings, get that car back up underneath of them. What I do apologize. Thought that SDK on my side was working. I had it working on Sunday night. It worked completely fine. And loaded up SDK tonight, and yeah, it was not in fact working. So I'm gonna try to see what's going on that spectrum there. But nonetheless, AJ Connors electing to take the inside with John Fowler out on his outside. So going to be a good restart here by the number 24. See if he just can't get away from that number 23. As we're looking here, 24's got the loud pedal. He's going to gas it all the way up, down to the turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be the number 24 getting a good restart there. Looking at the back stretches, he's got everybody cleared. Still 2 by 2 all the way through this field. No 3 wide as of yet, but give that lap to the number 24 of AJ Connors. Looking back here, Sean Harrell in that number 6. Down on the inside has the 66 of Corey Stahl right on his back bumper. Maybe going to push it 3 wide. No, they keep it 2 wide all the way in and through. Three wide going down the backstretch. Sean Harrell right in the smack dab in the middle. Nobody's going to give an inch. 3 wide. Dalton McKinney out on the outside. Corey Stahl down to the inside. He's going to spin it out. The 46 up into the wall. That's going to bring out another caution, as that was a risky move to take there. Corey Stahl said, screw it, I'm going to take it, and ended up getting into the outside wall. Going to go ahead and ride on board with the number 46, as he had a earshot full of what was happening going into turn number 3 and 4. You see it there. Corey Stahl sliding up just ever so slightly, door rubbing with Harrell. Corey Stahl gets it back down to the bottom of the track, but it ends up coming around. Wally Babb almost getting into the back of him, checking up ever so slightly to get around him. Dalton McKinney hard to the outside wall, going to lift it up on 2 tires. And the only car to go around will be that number 66 machine. Didn't hit anything, got it slowed up, got it come down to a complete stop. And he was able to get it back into reverse and get back out there on the track. able to get it back into reverse and get back out there on the track. .33 laps in, so roughly 100 laps to go for these drivers, and so far 3 quick cautions. See if these drivers can find a rhythm, find a groove, get back to green flag racing, and see all these great battles come alive. Back to racing we go as a 6. Way to the outside, going to give all the room to Dalton McKinney and the 11 of Jeff Radke down on the inside. He's going to put himself into the wall. Jeff Vickery's got to take evasive maneuver. Going to be 3 wide going into turn number 3 and 4. Settles on back down to 2 wide, possibly even single file as Shane Ledoux. Getting in front of the nose is Zach Bates, hard to the wall, coming out of turn number 2. But here comes Shane Ledoux down to the inside of the number 6. Looking to make it back up to the front. Oh, big neck code by the number 6 and 91. Corey Stahl thinking about making his move towards the inside. Not going to be able to get there this time by, but up front, John Fowler all over the back bumper of that number 24 machine, trying to get around him. And one thing I do know about this track, it is super hard to pass, especially with how bumpy it is down on the inside. You've just seen it there. We're actually going to take a ride on board with the number 23. Just show you how bumpy it is down into turn number 1 and 2. You see it just a bouncing. And that's how, you know, any car that you drive here, that's how it's going to be. 3 and 4 is kind of smoother, not as much bounce as 1 and 2, but nonetheless, it's definitely one thing to catch somebody. It's another thing to pass, as John Fowler all over the back bumper of Shane Ledoux. Or AJ Connors, excuse me, sorry. Looking at now, everybody's still single file all the way through these corners. Going into turn number 1, you see them all single file. Nobody really battling for a position. Everybody just trying to take their time. The leaders have opened up a pretty big gap on the field there. They're kind of in their own little realm, as everybody else is kind of just trying to hold on to the car here. Wally Babb sitting P number 3 currently, but has the number 46 down to the inside. What a power move by Dalton McKinney. Back up to P number 3. Dalton McKinney in that number 46 machine, able to get around Wally Babb. And he's going to see if he's got anything for these front 2, as he's going to slide it on in there. And Jeff Radke trying to follow suit to get up here with these drivers as well, as he's got to get past that 00 of Chris Luttrell. Looking down to the inside, wasn't quite there. But Chris Luttrell holding off the number 11 of Jeff Radke at the moment. Still single file all the way through this pack. As we take a look here, give you a nice little earshot of these drivers going into turn number 1. There they are, turn number 3 and 4. You see them all. You see probably the top 7, and then it just kind of fades away to the rest of the pack. Jeff Radke doing what I would do, enter a little bit higher, take it down to the inside and dive it in there. He's going to be there on the 00. Not going to be, maybe make it stick. And here we go. Oh, Jeff Radke getting tagged by to the 00. Able to keep the car straight. It's got a little bit of damage on that right front. But move Jeff Radke up to P number 5. Still single file all the way through this pack. Looks like Dalton McKinney, though, got around John Fowler and is starting to track down that number 24 of A.J. Connors. A.J.'s trying to just run for his life, lead as many of these laps as he possibly can. Gap now down to 2.3 or 0.23 of a second. Not able to make up that little bit of time, as I think Dalton McKinney is on fresher tires than what A.J. Connors are. And A.J. still trying to hold steady up there in that top position, as the 7 is going to let everybody go on around. And smart move by that number 7 machine. Let everybody go by. Don't hinder their races. Dalton McKinney trying to look down to the inside of the 24, playing a little bit of defense here. Dalton to the back bumper, going to look down to the inside. A.J. Connors went down the block. All the way up to the back bumper. Pretty much going to push him all the way down the front straightaway. He's actually going to back up his corner just a little bit. Try to make A.J. overdrive the corner. Didn't happen that time by. But we may have a new race leader here, as we have a caution on the track. The number 7 of Johnny Williams. We're going to go ahead and slow it down here, see exactly what happened. Did he get into the wall? He didn't. He just overcorrected. I didn't see anything happen to the number 7. He's got Corey Stahl down to his inside. Corey Stahl goes all the way down to the yellow line. The 7, I think, just yeah, he definitely misses breaking point. Hits the wall, comes Bounces off the wall, comes straight back down. The 48's got nowhere to go. Oh, he tags the 48. It's going to send him back up hard to the outside wall. Jeff Vickery almost getting into the back of that number 48 machine, but nonetheless able to keep it straight. Everybody down into pit lane. This time by to get some four fresh tires and some race fuel. So we're definitely going to see a different strategy out of all these drivers. AJ Connors able to get out of pit lane before anybody else. Gonna hold that line. He's gonna hold it down on the inside. So a little bit of a strategy move here for that number 24. As he's still going to be your race leader. Dalton McKinney all the way up to P number 2. Fell back to P number 5. Pace car lights are out this time. And we're going to go back to racing here momentarily. $64 laps down, 100 out of 135. $24 with the loud button here. When does he want to go? Going to wait till they're all the way out of the turn, and Jeff Radke going to take away that lead momentarily, but they're going to be side by side going through turn number 1 and 2. Jeff Radke to the point once again, but AJ Connors has something to say about that. Down to the inside, going to hit the apron, going to keep it down on the bottom. So close racing between these top two. Corey Stahl up there on the outside, and we're back under caution for another wreck. As the number 48 takes a little bit of a spin here, we're going to go ahead and slow it on down. See what happens to that number 48 machine. He just comes up off the corner, gets it a little bit loose, locks it down, and just goes sliding for about another 150 feet, give or take. Doesn't hit the wall, so that's good on him. But that's going to bring out another caution. I want to say thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN. Without everybody out there watching, commenting, subscribing, it wouldn't be possible for what myself, Ricky Gonzalez, Caleb Collins, John Long, John Nobinger, Jimmy Covert, and Carl Hedwerk do here for CRN. Want to give you a little bit of a rundown on what we have on tap throughout the week. So tomorrow night, there is no broadcast, but Friday night, you got Redline Racing at Bristol in the Gen 4 cars. That's going to have Mark Thomas and Carl Hedwerk in the broadcast booth. Saturday, normally we have the National Sim Racing Retro Cup Series here on CRN, but with me being going to Lake Erie on Saturday, I will not be able to bring that coverage to you here on a Saturday night for the NSR Retro Cup Series. Sunday, I will be back for the Core Premier Series Charlotte. Last race of the playoffs. So you're going to see the Cadillacs at the Charlotte Oval. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be at 9:45 p.m. Monday, you're going to have Carl and I believe Daniel Stein in the broadcast booth for the Core GT Series as they get ready to tackle Circuit of the Barcelona. Tuesday, you're going to have John Nobinger in the broadcast booth for the Core ARCA and Trucks. Wednesday, we're going to be right back here with the Shade Super Late Model Showdown. So there's stuff on a CRN that you don't want to miss. Nonetheless, 70 laps down out of 135. Jeff Radke with the loud button. Pace car lights probably going to go off this time by. Jeff Radke making his way all the way back up to where he has started. He's going to elect to take the inside of that number 24. And it's all up to the number 11 machine on when he wants to fire off. (11:24) front row. 66 and 3, your second row. Dalton McKinney, Wally Babb, make up your third row. We're getting ready to go back to racing here for another lap. And the 11 gets a great launch off the restart there. The 24 going to be stuck on the outside. Tries to get down in front of the 66. 66 says, no, sir. And there's a big wreck down the backstretch. That's going to collect half the field. As we're going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay here and just debunk what all just ensued. As we're going to go ahead and take a look on the nose of that, well, we'll go roll bar of this number 66. You can see here he gets into the apron just a little bit. The 24 just not going to be clear. He's going to try to make himself clear here. Just misjudged it ever so slightly. 24 is going to get spun around. Taking a look here at the number 24. Wally Babb, nowhere to go. The 3, nowhere to go. Up and on the wall. Dalton McKinney gets around to the 00. Gets around to the 84. Nowhere for him to go either. Same with the 21, the 23. The 54 makes it through. The 6 gets tagged. The 7 gets tagged. The 91 able to get his car slowed down and come to a complete stop. So parking lot on the back straightaway. And it looks a little bit like a Martinsville there, if you want to put it that way. A lot of hurt race cars out here tonight, I can tell you that much. You hate to see it. Zach Bates out there with a heavily torn race car. Jeff Radke is your race leader, the 66. in P number 2. Wally Babb. A lot of damage on that front end of that number 99 machine. Dalton McKinney. He was able to slide through that. The 24 going to be at the tail end of this field. Three going to hurry up and try to get all the way back on around as he was waved just a little bit too late. Pace car in. 11 has the button. 1166, your front row. Who's going to get the better of each other? Off to the races we go, side by side, going into turn number 1 and 2. The 11 and 66. 66 not giving him an inch. Look at that side by side. It looks like the 66 is going to prevail on that outside. Jeff Radke down to the inside. Says, no, sir. Let me get that lead right on back. Using that inside to his advantage. Gets a little bit loose. Side by side to give that lap to the number 11. He's going to be clear. We have another caution out there on the track. Looks to be the number 7 machine. Going to see what happens to him. He's going to hit the apron. Overcorrects hard on the outside wall. Believe that's going to blow that car up, and that's probably going to end his night here tonight. As Johnny Williams brings out that caution. Looking at it now, Jeff Radke able to hold on to that lead over Corey Stahl. Wally Babb back up to P number 3. Dalton McKinney, P number 4. Chris Luttrell rounds out your top 5. Jeff Vickery, long night for the number 21 machine. Looks like he may have gotten that damage repaired on that number 21 machine, and he didn't. So heavy front end nose damage on that number 21 machine, but still trying to make it work. Everybody getting in line here. Pace car lights going off next time by. Jeff Radke will have control of if he wants to be on the inside or the outside. Seems like where you want to be is down on the inside. But me personally, I would rather be on the outside if I was the control car. As pace car lights go off this time by. Jeff Radke taking that inside. But I think if we do see a late or, cautions later in the race, you're going to see some drivers. You're going to see that number 11 machine push that 66 up the track to get a better launch. Happen to be the Core Vintage Series coming up. Putting me up against the wall, getting a better launch down on the inside. But nonetheless, the 1166 Round number 2 for these two drivers. Going to get a great restart side by side again. The 11 not able to jump out in front, but look at that number 99. He's like, all right, you know what? You guys stay side by side. I'm going to follow whoever's got the line going. Still a side by side for your race leaders. The 11 down to the inside, making it work. No looseness there. Give that lap to Corey Stahl, I do believe. As Corey Stahl trying to pinch him down to the inside wall. Wally Babb up at the wall, all the way around. That's going to bring out another caution, as Jeff Radke still is your race leader. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a quick CRN replay here. You're going to see the number 99. He's going to be kind of content where he's running at. It is P number 3. But when he comes up off the corner, it looks like he just gets a little bit loose. Going to tag that wall, ride it like a bicycle right down in front of Dalton McKinney. And Dalton McKinney never tags him. Shane Ledoux and the 84 get together with the number 24. They're going to go spinning the 6. Going to lock his brakes. Get that number 6 machine slowed up. And simultaneously, the 84 and the 91 hard in the wall. 91 getting stuck on the wall, maybe? No, he was able to get off. As we're going to go ahead and run back here with these drivers. As, yeah, that was absolutely crazy. They simultaneously wrecked. Oh, the 91 got a little bit loose. And just tagged the 84. The 84 nowhere to go. And you see it here. They both kind of straighten it back out. And then they both go right back to the wall. Pretty much the same way. And you hate to see it. As, you know, Shane Ledoux, very well respected. Trying to make his way back up to the front. Just not able to do so here tonight. Currently looking at about 13 people left on the track racing here tonight. The 7, the 47, and the 91 have taken it behind the wall. Unless the 91's just sitting in there getting as much damage repaired as he possibly can. And that's exactly what he's doing, is the 91. Able to come back out here. Still run some laps with these drivers. And to see what he can do. Exactly what he's doing is the 91. He will come back out here, still run some laps with these drivers, and to see what he can do. Side by side, all the way up here, and Jeff Radke likes to take that inside yet again. So Jeff Radke trying to be dominant down there on that inside, but it looks like Corey Stahl has something to say about that up there on the outside. 9 more laps, and we have 35 laps to go in this 135 lap race. Jeff Radke, Corey Stahl, round number 3. Who's going to get the better edge of the other one? Still side by side. Door to door, wheel to wheel. Corey Stahl trying to use that outside to his advantage. Gets the better run off. Still going to be side by side. Jeff Radke with the advantage. Corey Stahl just going to slide in to that position. And they're going to be nose to tail as Dalton McKinney just waiting. Being patient. Riding back here. AJ Connors trying to make runs towards the front. Gets into the apron just a little bit. 84 gets a little bit loose. as Dalton McKinney has hit the fastest lap of the race with an 18.082. Almost 17 seconds it takes these drivers to get all the way around the track. Everybody has been hitting 18.1s and a couple 2s, couple 3s, couple 7s. But nonetheless, 18 seconds to get around this short little track. AJ Connor's kind of stuck right behind that number 48 machine. Nowhere to go. 48's going to go up high. Can't get back down to the inside. Here comes AJ. Slides up ever so slightly. Almost gets together with the number 48. He's going to make that move on that number 48 of Michael Gitchell. And now it is all game time for this driver. Sean Long back here, the number 84, going to get passed by the number 99 of Wally Babb. Getting ready to get set up for another pass by the number 54 of Jason Kratke and give that position to Jason. Maybe, no. Sean Long fights back. Back up front, though, Jeff Radke pulling out to a little bit of a lead over that number 66 machine of Corey Stahl. Not able to pull away from Dalton McKinney. Just a 3-car battle here as we have 35 laps to go. 100 laps down. 35 more to go. You see it there. Top 3 battling like their life depended on it. In the 4th is going to be the newcomer John Fowler. In that number 23, a little bit of right side damage to that right front. But it's not really hindering his performances. We got a big wreck in the back. Oh, a lot of cars taken out on that one. We're going to go ahead and run on back to a quick CRN replay. See exactly what happened. It looked like the 00 was involved here. Going to go ahead and speed it up here. See what happened. Oh, the 24 just gassed it up. Got to the left rear. Tagged him ever so slightly. 24 instantly got on the brakes. Tried to avoid it. Went right up in front of the 48. 48's going to get tagged as well. Jeff Vickery. Oh, the 48 upside down. Barrel rolling, looking like Austin Dillon at Daytona. Looking at him now. Oh, gets hit by the number 84 down to the 00. Doesn't hit him, but not a very good look on that number 48 machine, as we'll see from his perspective here. Speed it on up and then get ready to slow it down, as right here is where everybody starts to check up because they notice that, what's happening in front of them. The 48 nowhere to go. Oh, the 99 just uses fast repair, got all that damage back. 48 just nowhere to go. Topples the wall and just comes right back on down. The 84 is going to tag the wall and then tag the 48 again and just sends him on down the racetrack. So not a good night for some of these drivers, having a little bit of championship implications as we go back to the live scene here. And there's a lot of those drivers in that pit lane getting all that damage fixed. So far, your top 5 is going to be Jeff Radke, Corey Stahl, Dalton McKinney, John Fowler, and Wally Babb. Going to be all of your top 5 here tonight. Sean Long in 6th. 7th will be... 7th will be Sean Harrell. 8th will be Zach Bates. 9th, Mike Gitchell. Chris Luttrell rounding out your top 10. Jeff Rickery on the outside looking at the top 10 here tonight. Back up to the race lead, Jeff Radke and Corey Stahl, round number 4. Can he go? He's going to leave the number 66. Got caught sleeping there. Jeff Radke to the point. Dalton McKinney. Oh, Wally Babb gets into the side. Oh, big contact for the number 66 towards the back, and that's going to bring out another caution here tonight. As we're going to go ahead and go back and debunk this whole video here. We're going to go ahead and get a far chase of the number 66. We're going to rewind it here. He's trying to warm up those tires right before they go. You see him, he'll do a little bit of a swerve. Oh, he got tagged. He got tagged by the number 23. Going down to turn number 1. Didn't expect Wally Babb to be there. Just a little bit of a tap by the number 99. Going to send him a little bit sideways. Locks it down. Nope, still trying to save the car. Oh, the 6 and the 84. A big piece of that. 21 able to come back out. AJ Connors sliding to a halt. Not to hit that number 66 who was parked right there in the middle. But nonetheless, we got a new second place. Dalton McKinney. Will he be the one to get around the number 11? Jeff Radke to the inside. Dalton McKinney on the out. 111 laps down out of 135. Pace car lights are off. He's going to make that dive down to the inside. Jeff Radke, Dalton McKinney, front row. Jeff Radke with a great jump, but the 46 right there with him. To the outside he goes. Not able to get around the number 11 as Jeff going to power around on the inside of the 46 into the wall. 46 going to come back right back down into Pete, number 3. Fourth is going to be that number 84 machine of Sean Long. Third will be the newcomer. Oh, Sean Long getting a little bit loose out of the inside. He is going to be able to save it. As something has happened to that number 24 machine of AJ Connors. Not sure what's going on with that number 24 machine, but nonetheless, keeping our eyes up here on the lead pack. Dalton McKinney, little bit loose coming out of turn number 3 and 4, but not going to let the 11 out of his sight. I'll go ahead and go down to the backstretch, give you a good camera. Oh, really good camera angle there as the number 6 was along the outside wall, going to be in the wall again, able to keep it off. I'll go ahead and give you guys another backstretch tutorial here. See what'll happen. Everybody keeping it off the wall. AJ Connors going to fall down to 2 laps. Oh, the 84 hard to the inside wall. That's going to bring out another caution. As we're going to go ahead and look back here at a CRN replay. I think maybe the 84 just got a little bit loose. Yeah, just got loose coming out of the corner. Tries to save it. Locks it down. Doesn't slide back up in front of anybody. And they're going to get that number 84 back to rolling. Looking at the YouTube chat here. Kelly Pointer, what league is this? This is the Shane Super Late Model Showdown. Presented or run by Jeffrey Vickery. Nice little league that he's got going on here. Just a nice little short 6-race season. More to come at a later date with this series and what's going to happen. Ricky Gonzalez. Hey, buddy. Have a good broadcast. Thank you, Ricky number 1. You know, it's my buddy. Always in the broadcast booth with me on Saturday nights, depending on work, but nonetheless, still able to get it done. Looking at it now, Radke and Dalton McKinney don't want to give up that position. Going to stay out front. Coming to 7 laps to go. Still could be anybody's race. Could we see another new time winner? Or we're going to have a repeat winner? Scott and the number 39 not here tonight. So there will not be a back-to-back winner. Scott and the number 39 not here tonight. Pace car lights are out. Jeff Radke and Dalton McKinney. Round number 2 between these two drivers. Can Dalton McKinney get a better jump than the number 11? 10 laps to go. The 11's on the loud pedal. Everybody's getting up through the gears. The 11 down on the inside. Here comes the number 48, Michael Gitchell, making his presence known here in the Exchange Super Late Model Showdown. Still side by side for the race lead. 46 on the outside gets a little bit loose. That's going to allow the 11 to get clear. 46 going to follow in suit, side by side, all the way throughout this pack. Front 4 in a straight line. Front 5, actually. 6. Front 6 in a straight line, following nose to tail. After 6 on back, everybody is side by side. Looking through turn number 1 and 2, you see it there. Side by side for everybody. Going down the backstretch. Jeff Radke, still your race leader. Looking back here, it looks like Shane Ledoux trying to make his way around that 00 machine. Not able to get there, but he's got Corey Stoll hard on his heels. Corey Stoll trying to get back up there to that podium position. In that number 66, Jeff Vickery goes around towards the back. That's going to bring out another caution. The 3 and the 21, as we will go to a quick CRN replay. See exactly what happened here with the 2 and or the 21 and the 3. Let's slow it down here, see what happens. 3 doesn't get all the way down to the bottom. Jeff Vickery thinks he is. Vickery's going to come down ever so slightly. Tags the 3. He's going to send the 21 around in a whirlwind. And everybody has missed the 21. The 3 getting involved. Spinning hard to the outside wall. And we're actually going to watch this from the number 3's perspective in real time. Just a little bit of a tap there. Oh, the 84 gets to the number 3, spinning him out. He's going to be able to get that car refired, spun back around, and get back to racing. You know, Barry, I think the 23 has a good shot at getting the race win here tonight. He's just got to play the long game and just be where he needs to be at the right spot. I mean, anybody could win this race here tonight, riding on board with the number 23, John Fowler, Dirty Monkey Motorsports. The 48 has come alive here. Michael Gitchell, he's P3. He's come alive here towards the end of the race. He's trying to see if he's got she's got a lot as we're getting ready to go back green here. I'm doing another pace lap, get these drivers side by side, and it's going to be overtime. Green-white checkered attempt number 1 for these drivers. Jeff Radke taking the inside away from Dalton McKinney. What can Dalton McKinney do to get a race win here tonight? Does he use the chrome bumper? Going to follow along with the number 11. Dalton McKinney. Jeff Radke on the loud pedal. There we go once again. Dalton McKinney not getting a great launch that time by, but here comes the number 23. Here comes Shane Ledoux on the outside, ripping the outside. Oh, hard in the wall. That's going to send the 48 down to the inside. That's going to bring out another caution, as that was a mistake. Oh, man. Oh, you hate to see it. I'm going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay. And you just see the 91 ripping the outside and just gets tight coming up off the corner. Going to smack the wall. In the 48, Michael Gitchell, nowhere to go. Gets past the 48. Alongside of the number 23, just gets super tight. Slaps the wall, pretty much dead stop, right down in front of the 48. 00 going to get collected. No, he got around it. Hard in the inside wall goes that number 48 machine. The 84 being able to get around him. Oh, just a hard impact for that driver. Green, white, checkered attempt number 2. Jeff Radke, Dalton McKinney, your front row. Round number 3 for these two drivers. Who can get the better of the other one? Looks like Dalton McKinney gets a better jump than Jeff Radke. Down to the inside is going to be Jeff Radke for the lead. But looking further on back, everybody side by side. The 91 trying to make his way back up to the front. The 54 going to go way wide. Opens up the door for the number 91. Final lap this time by Jeff Radke. Holding on to that race lead. The 46 gets way loose coming out of turn number 2. Down to the 3 and 4. Jeff Radke will win here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Dalton McKinney, P number 2. Third will be John Fowler in that number 23. As we had a lot going on towards the back, we'll go ahead and go on back to a quick CRN replay before we get our final 3 in here. Shane Ledoux gets loose down to the inside, hits the wall. The 54, oh, just absolute carnage. Down to the inside. Jason Cracky, oh no. Shane Ledoux up and over by that number 24. Jason Cracky backwards. Jeff Hickory backwards. Just a lot going on. But while we do that, we're going to go ahead and let the number 11 burn it on down here tonight. Well-deserved win for Jeff Radke. Dalton McKinney finishing a strong P number 2 here tonight. As we're going to go ahead and rewind these laps here for everybody and get a good look at the field here as I get ready to bring in our third place finisher. That's going to be John Fowler. If I can find Mr. John Fowler here, give me one quick minute. Going to go ahead and start with our third place finisher here tonight. That's going to be the number 23 of John Fowler. John, this is Dylan in the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. New guy out here on the block for the Shade Super Late Model Showdown. And you ran a respectively good race there. Kind of walk me through on how your race turned out for you here tonight, and what more did you need to get up to that front spot and try to run away with it?
Yeah, I was just, being a new guy, I wanted to be clean as possible. I love racing short track. And when I got that speeding ticket in the pit road, I was like, dang, man, I just did a Denny Hamlin. And I just took my time coming through. A couple of little things happened. I missed them, so I was able to come up, but I think I ate up my tires a little too much, and I just could not get 46 or the 11. They were fast. I just could not touch them, so I was hoping for them to get them on the restart, but my restarts were crazy tonight. I got to work on that for next week.
Yeah, you kind of really can't, blame yourself for the restart. I know Nashville Fairgrounds is a little bit of a wishy-washy track, especially on the restarts. I've only ran Nashville's Fairgrounds with the 87 car, so a little bit more power, more of a boat kind of feel, but nonetheless, you come out here, first race of the season with the Shane and the guys, and so far, starting off pretty strong with a top 3 finish here tonight. Next week, though, you got that tough task ahead of you, trying to get the feel for everybody driving. What's going to be the make it or break it for next week?
What track are we at next week?
We are at, let me get a quick little schedule here for you. It is Bristol next week.
Yeah, I actually love Bristol. I love Bristol. It's my favorite track. So, especially in these cars, I love it. It's gonna be fun, man. Bristol, you can go high and low. You can pass on both. So, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
All right, buddy. John, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to on that number 23 machine?
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank my main sponsor, Race City Sports Memorabilia. If you guys like NASCAR diecast, go over there and hit his like on his page. He'll hook you up. I also want to thank Scary Strokes Family Entertainment. Thank you so much for being on the car. My team, Dirty Monkey Racing. Appreciate all my guys over there. And I appreciate you, man, for putting on the broadcast. You do an awesome job.
All right, thanks, buddy. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you go on down there, celebrate that third-place victory here tonight, and hopefully next week we'll be able to talk to you only up in that winner's circle.
10-4, man. Thank you.
All right, that's going to be our third-place finisher of John Fowler. I'm going to go ahead and move on in with our second-place finisher. That's going to be Dalton McKinney as I dial him up really quickly. Dalton, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. Got a copy.
Yeah, how's it going?
All right, Dalton. We've ran against each other here, not in this league, but other leagues. Kind of walk me through what more you needed to do to get around that number 11 car coming to those last couple of laps.
Oh man, all the laps I followed him all night. The only time I really felt like I had a chance was after we took the white flag, and through 1 and 2, I diamonded it really well. I think he got a little tight, and I had the run on him, and I broke the rear tires loose, and had to come out of it to save it, and had to end up coming in second, and I'm cool with it. Jeff's a teammate. He was super fast all night long, and it was a lot of fun racing him. But I liked the line I was running. I just needed more green flag laps so I could set him up for a pass. There when he got caution, after caution, it was kind of tough. I was trying to figure out them restarts. I jumped a couple of them, and I didn't want to pass him like that by jumping the start. So I was letting him back by, and I thought I could get around him clean by diving in the corner. Just wasn't able to get it done tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you battled your way from the front to the back to the back to the front, and that's just a challenge in itself, especially at Nashville Fairgrounds with it being as bumpy as it is down on the inside. But now we're going to turn our focus to another fast half mile. That's going to be Bristol next week for 120 laps. Is that something that you're looking forward to, or are you just trying to hurry up and get it up off the schedule?
I'm enjoying this entire league. I don't run short track stuff. This league's the first time I've ever ran these cars. I have raced here in another league with you, but a lot of these cars I'm going to for the first time. Obviously, Bristol's not that way. I have some experience there in trucks and whatnot, but Yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun, and I'm excited to see what these cars do. Everywhere we've been so far has been so much fun. These are such driver cars, which I enjoy. They got big motors in them. You can break the tires loose. You're holding on for dear life at times, and I'm sure it'll be no different at Bristol.
Yeah, world's fastest half mile, especially for any car that you take in Bristol. So, before we let you get on out of here, celebrate that second place finish here tonight, is there anybody on that number 46 machine you would like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just everyone at threat level. We race 3-4 nights a week, and it's always a blast. It's always clean racing with them guys, and Radke, we've had a lot of battles up here, and I feel like lately, when we started as teammates, I won a few more, but here recently, he's really had my numbers. So I got to go to the drawing board, get faster, and hopefully beat some of these teammates I got. But other than that, just the guys that's put on the league, and you for broadcasting it. Us guys really appreciate it, being able to go back and watch all the excitement. So thanks to you all, and looking forward to next week.
All right, Dalton, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that second place victory, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Thanks, man. See ya.
All right, that's going to be our second place winner of Dalton McKinney. Going to go ahead and move up to our race winner. That's going to be the number 11 of Jeff Radke. And Jeff, this is Dylan in the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
All right, Jeff, kind of walk me through about how your race went here tonight. You qualified on the pole. You went to the back. You somehow got through the pack super clean. No damage on that number 11 machine, which absolutely looked beautiful, by the way. You just ran your race to where I've never seen a more beautiful line all the way through this track, and it made it so hard for anybody that got around you or got near you to get around you.
Yeah, I just knew I had to be patient. The track started out nice, fresh, and clean after qualifying, so no rubber laid down, and I kind of shot myself in the foot there with the speeding penalty on pit road, but luckily there was enough laps left. I was able to work through everybody and work my way back up to the front.
Yeah, you did it rightfully so. It just seemed like towards the end, everybody's trying to push for those final positions. What was going through your head every time you seen that caution come out with, 10 to 15 laps to go?
And get a good restart. And, Dalton, first I think it was Corey. He was on it every time and held me pinned to the bottom and gave me a good run for a few laps. But Dalton was right there, too. I knew he had 4 fresh tires, and I was just doing what I could to make sure I could get that jump on the start every time.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Corey Stahl being on your outside, being up there for a couple laps, and then it just seemed like the more you got those tires warmed back up, that inside was a way to go, and you ended up pulling out to a little bit of a lead, and then it just seemed like you just started backing up your pace, not to burn off the tires there, and it ended up working out for you beautifully. Now, next week, it's kind of the same thing, high-banked, Bristol Motor Speedway. What's going to be your plan of execution there next week?
Same thing every week. Get a good qualifying position, stay up front, keep it clean, and try not to have any mistakes.
All right, Jeff. Well, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody you want to give a shout-out to on that number 11?
My wife, as always, for letting me do it every week. You for putting on a great broadcast. I love going back and watching it. And Vickery for putting the league on. Give me something to do on Wednesdays.
All right, Jeff. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you go on down there, celebrate that first place victory here tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Thanks. Have a good night.
You as well. All right, that's going to do it for the interviews here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and bring up on my side because I'm not able to show you guys on SDK, but it is going to be Jeff Radke with the race win here tonight. Dalton McKinney in P number 2. John Fowler going to round out your top 3. Corey Stahl in 4th, and Chris Luttrell rounding out the top 5. Wally Babb in 6th. Sean Harrell in 7th. Zach Bates in 8th. AJ Connors in 9th, and Jason Kratke rounding out your top 10. Jeff Vickery in 11th, Shane Ledoux in 12th, Sean Long in 13th, Michael Gitchell in 14th, David Curitan in 15th, and Johnny Williams rounding out your 16-car field. That's going to do it here for CRN. Make sure you guys tune in Friday night with Carl and Mark Thomas as they get ready to go do battle with the Gen 4's 4 Red Line Racing Series as they go to Bristol Motor Speedway as well. You don't want to miss that. Saturday, no broadcast as I will be in Lake Erie on Saturday for the time being. Sunday, you're going to catch me back in the broadcast booth for the Core Premier Series as they go to Charlotte with the Cadillacs. Going to be a lot of bump drafting, headlights being thrown towards Abi Vishwasam by Carl Handework. You don't want to miss that on CRN. Monday night, you're going to have Carl Handework in the broadcast booth for the Core GT Series. That's going to be here on CRN. Tuesday night, you're going to have John Nobinger and Caleb Collins along with Ricky Gonzalez in the broadcast booth for the Core Trucks and ARCA Series. I'll be down on the racetrack racing for Core on a Tuesday nights. Wednesday nights, you're going to be back here with the Shane Super Late Model Showdown as they get ready to go to Bristol next week. That's going to do it for myself. My name is Dylan McDonald up here for the CRN broadcast booth. I want to say thank you to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN. Make sure you guys do it some more. Hit that bell notification so you guys don't miss a single thing that CRN has to offer. And without further ado, make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.